Hey, Joe Dwyer here, and welcome back to Accountability Matters. In our last time together, we spoke about conflicts. And at times when conflicts come up, before they're resolved, as we went through the steps to do so, we could not reflect our best to others. And there are other situations where we do not reflect our best to ourselves and to others. And that, in fact, is the subject matter of this time together as we will journey through a few sessions together on how we reflect ourselves. So with that, I would like you to put into your mind a few images. Yes, this pun is intended. The first image I'd like you to consider is a time when I actually used to have my hair styled. I needed to start out with something light here, but yes, I did. When I was younger, in my teens, I used to love to have my hair styled. And I went to a place where you used to sit in a chair and see yourself in the mirror. Only there was also a mirror behind me, which meant that there was this multiple reflection. So when you sat there, you saw like 100 images of yourself as the mirrors kept reflecting off each other. You saw yourself from different sides. You saw yourself at every time you moved a certain way. And it was a little bit unnerving. As you're holding that image, I would like you to hold another one. Those funny mirrors which contort our appearance, whether they twist our face in one way or another, or whether they shrink it or elongate it or whatever they do. I've seen these things, but they are a little bit funny at times, but they could be a little bit disturbing at times too. Do I really look like that? And in fact, that is what we are hoping to accomplish, is that we want to get to a point where we are reflecting the exact same image regardless of the situation, regardless of who we are speaking to, regardless of our mood at that particular time. Oh yes, I will not deny this is a challenge. But it is a challenge worth looking into so that we could see ourselves for the good that we are and reflect that good and reflect that consistency and peace to others at all times. So that is our journey. That is what we seek out to do. That is what I know we can do. And we will start with a couple of very important items to consider. And of course, without a doubt, we will be thinking of how a dog handles these matters themselves. So first and foremost, we will see many times in many other ways to inspire ourselves, to motivate ourselves, to have what's known as no ego. I want to put a different image on that, a different reflection on that, because having no ego is truly not really realistic, nor is it healthy. What we seek to have is a very middle of the road ego. One where we do have the confidence in ourselves, but one where we do not take it to a dangerous level where we are reflecting a bravado type image to someone that we are with. We want to keep it very much in the middle of the road. And in fact, a dog does this so well. Spartacus is my example here. Spartacus carries himself so well. He carries himself with a dignity. He carries himself with a consistency. He knows he's a smart guy, but he never takes it too far. The next thing that we are going to examine is no white lies. You know how sometimes we hear this saying, well, white lies are okay here and there, especially if they don't hurt anybody. Well, they do. Eventually, they are found out. We have all got caught in this trap. I have. I certainly have. I regret the times I have. Speaking the truth and reflecting the truth constantly in word and deed is extremely important. And here's where I find it so refreshing. Dogs can't lie. They don't have that ability. They don't have that thought process. But if we have it, it's not something that is that rock solid in our head that we can't get it out. And we can. Middle of the road ego. And absolutely, we are going to say no white lies. Then there's the infamous hidden agendas, where we say one thing and mean another in our interactions with people. These will absolutely reflect us in a light we do not want to be in constantly in our life. Do not have a hidden agenda. Do not establish a relationship with somebody for a reason that is really not pure. Do not go down any of these roads, because in fact it will reflect the not so good part of you. And here again, a dog would never do this. Yes, dogs don't exactly warm up 100% to everyone, but they're not about to fake it either. They will only show what they mean in their mind and in their heart. Have that as part of what you reflect on a daily basis as well. Then there comes one of my favorites. And I have to tell you, I have gotten into debates in my business life on this one. I have certainly seen it in myself. I have examined it in myself time and time again. I went through a very, very long period where I was really good at it, which means I can be good at it again, and I think we all can. And that is inappropriate language. Yes. I once had a debate with a very trusted and very respected colleague where he was saying that it is necessary at times for shock value. I absolutely disagreed at the time. It was when I was really good at exercising a consistent reflection of not having any inappropriate language in my deliveries. And I would submit that there really is nothing good about it. I'm going to emphasize this one because I believe that with our world being so exploding in our communication techniques and ways, that it has probably gotten out of hand. And it is certainly one where when we reflect it out in a not so good way, where we are contorting ourselves, if you will, by inappropriate language, well, others are seeing it and others are mimicking it. And I think we know exactly what I mean when I say that. Finally, we are going to say that we all make mistakes. There is absolutely not one perfect individual walking this earth. When you make a mistake, own up to it and improve on it. Here too, I have been reflecting on many mistakes, how they were reflected during a time period before I was able to reconcile the mistake that I made, acknowledging it to myself, and then making proper corrections. These are 5 very important and very influential reflections of what we can be in our life. These are easy traps, if you will, to fall into. But here's the good news. They are very powerful in the way we are going to reflect to others when we are able to gain control of them. And I will say, in a very emphatic way, none of them are insurmountable. They are all very possible. So with that, we will say once again, a middle of the road reflection of ourself, day to day. A absolutely no lies, no white lies either, in our way that we carry ourselves. No hidden agendas, pure intent only in that way we feel, the way we interact with others. No inappropriate language. Make a mistake, acknowledge it, and improve upon it. Well, we have 5 that I feel are very important reflections of who we are and what we are. Your goal is to reflect consistency in your life, and I would like you to start with just one of them. One of them only this week. And at the end of the week, applaud yourself for the reflection of who you were in improving that one area. And then, of course, once you've mastered that one, take on the next one, then the next one, and then the next one, so that we are reflecting one powerful, peaceful, and effective individual to others. Thank you so much. Let's make this one happen. For our next session together is on how we are acting as a leader. And I will tell you in advance, we are all, you heard it, all leaders at one time or another in our lifetime. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.